How's it, and welcome to Watch Me Wine on Wednesday. Today's quite a special Wednesday because the whole of Pietermaritzburg, Howick and Hilton are out of electricity. That's never happened before, so it might just be the end of the world as we know it. I'm using my last bit of battery on you guys though, just by the way. Today I'd like to talk about why small businesses fail. 75 to 85% of small businesses internationally fail within the first 5 years of being in business. And I'm starting to understand the reasons why. It's because we make a lot of mistakes in our first few years of business that are sometimes very expensive. Some of the expensive mistakes that I've made are signing a 36-month lease at 6,000 Rand a month. I paid 72,000 Rands worth of rent last month, and I most certainly did not get 72,000 Rands worth of business out of my office. So the first mistake that people often fall into is signing these leases for expensive premises that they actually can't justify. So I think the bottom line is to always justify your expenses. So the other mistake that I made is I took out a 200,000 Rand loan to help me with all of the startup costs and licenses that I need to do what I do. But also what I learned is that made me not keep a finger on the pulse of how much money I was making and spending. I learned that it's important to pay your partners or any person that's a part of your business in accordance to their performance or contribution towards your bottom line. These things are easily measured with today's technology, so there's really no excuses. I learned that you can't jump to conclusions because I spent money on plugins for clients that clients didn't actually want. Should have actually consulted them first. I spent money on Upwork, which is a freelance platform, without giving a proper spec, which meant that I didn't get exactly what I wanted. So I learned to be a lot more cautious with everything that I did, instead of having the trigger-happy approach that I always seem to, have the spontaneity and vivaciousness to me, but it's actually taught me that you got to take a step back, take your time, trust your gut, don't make expensive mistakes. And these are just some of the mistakes I've made. I'd really like other small business owners and entrepreneurs to exchange and share their experiences of mistakes they've made, so we can all help each other not make so many mistakes. I mean, I made 400,000 Rands worth of mistakes in my first year and a half of business. That's a lot for a small business to carry, and these things could have been, although I don't know if I would have listened to it, but if enough of us are saying don't pay rent, then maybe other business owners will start to listen. I don't know. Share your experiences, guys. Watch me wine. Subscribe, yo.